Hello. Welcome to another segment of Mind Your Business. My name is Gabriel Castillo, Corporate Marketing Director for IBC Bank and your host for the show today. Today, we're very happy to welcome another special guest that has a lot to say about business in our community, Dr. Luiz Perez, right? He is the Dean of the School of Business at A.R. Sanchez School of Business here at TAMU, Texas A&M International University. Welcome to our show.
Thank you very much, Gabriel. Very happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. Well, welcome not only to our show, but welcome to Laredo, because I understand you're kind of a transplant, but you've already acclimated to our weather. I think you've already tasted the water, so you're enjoying it. Tell us about your experience and how you ended up in Laredo.
Yes, very happy to be here. I'm starting my 40th week here in Laredo. Loving it. This is my joke that Laredo's weather is perfect, especially from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. in the morning. And so I was originally, or I am originally from Torreon, Mexico, 6 hours south of here in the state of Coahuila. And then once I graduated from accounting, after 10 years after I was a financial advisor, so that was my earlier life. So I know a little bit about banks and that sort of thing. I came here to the United States to study my graduate degrees. So I have been to Illinois. One of my degrees is from College Station, so Texas A&M, and so it's Texas. Then North Carolina, Michigan, Missouri, and finally I came back home to Texas.
Wow.
I'm loving it.
Wow. And I understand you have family in Houston and Monterrey as well. So you're near everyone, right?
That is correct. And probably that's why one of the reasons my wife is as happy as I am, because family is very close, and you know how important family is for us.
And of course, I guess by now you already realize that although we're on the border, we're literally two countries, but we could say we're one city, because people come back and forth, and I'm sure you enjoy that part as well.
That is correct. And one of the things that I also in jest, I tell my now friends that I feel that it is a very unique culture. One of the people that I met when coming here told me, Luis, is because here we can have the best of both worlds. And that is true.
Yes. And we celebrate here's the only place probably where we celebrate the first U.S. president's birthday. You just got to experience that too.
Yes.
So yeah, we're a very unique community, one that everyone enjoys, and especially one where I think our entrepreneurs get to flourish and hopefully succeed. And that's where you come into the picture, because you're going to be leading the School of Business, which is very important. And by the way, A.R. Sanchez Jr. is part of IBC Bank. He started the bank, and he had a vision for the bank, and he had a vision for the future of Laredo. And very fortunately, we've had excellent leaders in the business school, and now you're there, and I'm sure you'll be leading with new initiatives and ideas of your own. Tell us a little bit about what your plans are, what you see for the future in the School of Business.
Well, first of all, very happy to realize that the support of the business community is there. The school is 1,800 students. We have degrees obviously we offer bachelor's, master's, and even a PhD, so a doctorate. And our main disciplines are accounting, finance, marketing management, and of course, transportation and international logistics. And why is that I say of course? Because I didn't know, probably the audience knows about it, but it is one of the selling points when I'm out and about in conferences or with other members of other communities. And I said, we are the #1 trading port in the nation, and as a result of both Americas. And that statement is very powerful. So that's why transportation and logistics is very important. To that end, to your question, so I wanted to set the stage or the preamble, because one of the things that I would like to do, and we're doing, thankfully, I have already enlisted the support of fabulous, talented teammates there at the School of Business, at the Sanchez School of Business. And that is being much more attuned to the needs of industry. We have started So we next month is going to be the first meeting of the founding advisory board for the Texas Center. So those individuals represent the best of the best in what it has to do with transportation and the logistic industry here in Laredo. And of course, the repercussion is immense because of what I just said. So these individuals also have a high reach, very far reach in business nationwide. And so I couldn't be happier as a result. Certainly, we have gotten the support of the business community, the banks especially. I know the IBC, for instance, is one of our benefactors on the IBC and Commerce Bank speaking series. Mm-hmm. You know that, in fact, next week, Alan Amling is going to come. A person talking about logistics and how we can make sure that we leverage what is important for Laredo. So he is now a professor of practice at the University of Tennessee, which is one of the top schools in the nation about logistics. So we're going to have him here. Not only that, as a practitioner, he was a supply chain VP for UPS. Only that. And once we started also a tradition, Gabriel, that not only they come, but when they come, the speakers, we now are taking advantage or leveraging that opportunity to invite members of our advisory boards and sit with the speakers, and then if we can put them in the classroom as well, that is also it's not always possible, but we're initiating that. In fact, the first person that came was my dissertation chair, a very well-known scholar, Dr. Lorraine Eden. She was the first one that came here as a result. Not only she came and did that, but also her husband came, the founding director of the Bush School of Business.
Wow. That is amazing. And, I want to hear more about that because we have a lot to share with the audience about the speaker series and what we're doing with that and what you're going to be doing in the future. So we'll be right back with some more information and Dr. Perez and his hopefully wishes for the future. We'll be right back.
You have a vision, a dream. Growing your business takes a partner you know and trust. At Gray Digital Media, we can help because we know local. Our digital marketing experts know how to reach your customers. Our experience spans coast to coast, but our focus is right here in Laredo. Gray Digital Media. We know local. Let's connect today. GDMSouthTexas.com.
KGNS aims to inspire, uplift, and unite our community while showcasing the incredible acts of heroism and leadership that happen right in our backyard. Show us your community spirit. Together, we can empower others and celebrate those who make our hometown a better place to live in. Join us every fourth Tuesday of the month to recognize the drive and commitment from citizens making a change. KGNS Honors, only on KGNS News.
Why pay a monthly fee? Free checking at IBC.
Welcome back to our show. Today we have the pleasure of hosting in our show, Mind Your Business, Dr. Luiz Perez, the Dean of the School of Business at the Sanchez School of Business at TAMU. Welcome again, Doctor. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for coming to Laredo, because we need more people like you in our city to kind of guide us and help us and nurture us, and I think that's what's happening with the School of Business now that you're here. So I'm very happy that you're joining us. And more importantly, you mentioned some things that we're already I guess, on the board as far as the calendars are concerned, and one of them was a speaker series. And what we're doing with that, you were talking about the next series, which will be a very interesting topic. And just so the audience knows, IBC does sponsor the speaker series, and it is free and open to the public. So look it up. Go to their website at tamu.edu, and you'll find more information on the speaker series as well. But for now, I want to ask you, Dr. Perez, how are we engaging more with the community and the business community specifically through your school, and how are we helping our students there, or what can we do as a business community?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much. That's a great question, Gabriel, because one of the things that I became aware in previous experiences is that, yes, we might be universities. We are in the business of delivering knowledge and also creating new knowledge through research. But delivering is by far one of the main mandates of the university. And in order to be effective, we need to understand whether we're making an impact on whether what we're teaching is acceptable to, in our case, the business community. Mm-hmm. So to that end, one of the things that we have been doing is, I'm very grateful when I say that the Laredo Chamber of Commerce has opened its doors to me. I participate in a committee in the Laredo Chamber of Commerce. Okay. Likewise, the Laredo Economic Development Corporation, they recently invited me to sit in their board. I am elated by that opportunity, because that is an opportunity for me to learn about the needs of Laredo, the Laredans, and obviously the businesses here. So that can make me more effective when I'm also talking with our faculty internally about what our curriculum needs to be, how is that we need to deliver based upon the needs. And certainly the students. I mean, I'm doing it in the front end in that way, Gabriel, because at the end of the day, the students are going to be the most benefited. If we do a good job listening to what practitioners have to say, successful practitioners, by the way, have to say, then we will make our students much more competitive, worldwide, by the way, because we are an international port.
Exactly. And that's the one thing that we want to do as a business community is enhance, of course, the quality of life in our community, but beyond that, specifically help our people. And it starts with our students. And I know that we ourselves are doing a lot of financial literacy to offer opportunities for higher learning, for more learning to our students and people of all ages. But with that said, I also want to ask you, is there any type of internship programs that are being planned, or I'm not sure how that works here in the university?
So right now we're in the process of improving our internship opportunities, and that is part of creating an environment. That's kind of one of the styles that I would like to create here. Imagine for a moment that in order for us to have a good time, say in Cancun. Let's use that as an example. Of course, it needs to be sunny for the most part, right? And then and other things, not to be that descriptive, but the idea is to get the picture. So we need to have things in that environment to happen in order for us, let's say, in that analogy, to have fun. By the same token, in the School of Business, we need to build an environment where a lot of things occur there so that students can benefit. In that case, to your point of the internships, we need to ensure that practitioners understand that we have their back, that we're listening to them, and in fact, as a result, because we have been mindful, or that is a strategic intent, to be much more relatable to practitioners, they are in fact approaching us with opportunities. I rather not say necessarily who, but yesterday, a president and CEO of a company called me and said, "Hey, Luis, I need an intern of these characteristics, and we're working on that." I love receiving those types of phone calls. And so, because then I can be a conduit. By the way, we have extremely well-prepared professional advisors in the School of Business.
Yes,
so not only that, to guarantee not only that they have a good experience within the classroom or building or navigating that part of getting the degree, but also we can give them the heads up or where the internship opportunities rest.
And just so you know, our professors, I've actually given presentations and lectures at the school because I've been invited by different professors. And, a similar situation happened to me because the last time I went to speak was last April of 2024. And in that conversation, I talked about marketing and what we were doing, and they were talking about that end, public relations. But I did mention that we had job opportunities because I had openings in that department. Well, practically half of the class applied. So we were able to hire one person, and she's done a wonderful job. She's done a wonderful job, and she's on an intern program with us, but she's fantastic. She's a very go-getter. Yes, and that's why I say, I hope there's more opportunities because I think that's one of the things that happens with, we were talking earlier in the business world, is you jump in the water and you don't always know how to swim. You may know how to paddle and do a little bit of, the dog paddling, but you really have to be ready to get into the job. And especially if you're going to start a business. I think it's wonderful that people have the entrepreneurial spirit, but they're not always prepared. And I know here on the border, we have a lot of very hardworking people that start mom and pop businesses. And unfortunately, they don't know the whole concept of it. So that's where we try to teach them as much as we can. And I know you all do that.
Yes, and also we're working, fortunately for us at the Sanchez School of Business, we have the Small Business Development Center inside us. And I know they do a wonderful job for the community, training, giving good advice. A dream of ours, a plan, is to bring that element and make it available for students as well. Somehow, we're working on it. So it's not going to happen next month, but it is in our radar because precisely of what you're saying.
And I know that there's an expo either coming up. I have so many emails, but I know I was invited to something where, we did this last year also, where I think your job placement counselors put together a type of expo where all the businesses show up and all the students show up with either their resumes or just short interviews. I think that's a great concept. I think the one that works out very well, and we enjoy being a part of it. I know a lot of businesses do too, but I think those are good things that are happening within the university.
Yes, I volunteer for that event. It was a career readiness type of event where we tell our students or train them to be outgoing and to give them best practices advice.
I think it's wonderful. And there's a lot more to share about what's happening at TAMIU, but I hope you'll stay with us because we're going to continue this conversation with Dr. Perez and hear more about what the A.R. Sanchez School of Business is going to be doing in the next few years. We'll be right back.
Hola Laredo, Marcela Delgado here, inviting you to join the fun. There's a little bit of everything for everyone. Lifestyle, fashion, wellness, local shops and services, yummy eats, live music, entertainment, and of course, so much more. Catch the Hola segment on air, only on KGNS Plus. Visit our website, holalaredo.com. Follow us on our social media too. Want an interview for your business or event? Send us an email. Talk soon.
Why pay a monthly fee? Free checking at IBC.
KGNS aims to inspire, uplift, and unite our community while showcasing the incredible acts of heroism and leadership that happen right in our backyard. Show us your community spirit. Together, we can empower others and celebrate those who make our hometown a better place to live in. Join us every fourth Tuesday of the month to recognize the drive and commitment from citizens making a change. KGNS Honors, only on KGNS News.
Welcome back to another segment of Mind Your Business presented by IBC Bank. I am your host, Gabriel Castillo, and I'm joined today by Dr. Luiz Perez, the Dean of the A.R. Sanchez School of Business at TAMIU. And we're hearing a lot about what Dr. Perez is planning for the future of our school and, of course, how it's going to impact our community. This is very important. And Dr. Perez, we were talking a little bit about your plans and the careers and preparing our students, and now preparing the university as a whole, as an institution. And I was asking you earlier, what is the R2 institution, and how does that ranking work?
Well, it is a ranking of research, Gabriel. And so a little bit earlier in the first segment, I was mentioning that the first mandate of a university is to really share knowledge. Mm-hmm. So that is the purveyor of knowledge to all learners. And then on the other side, we also have a duty to build new knowledge or to create new knowledge. And that is what the research aspect is about. And so there are certain classifications. The top classification is the R1s, usually the flagship universities. So the top two, for instance, we belong to the Texas A&M system. So in this case, an R1 it will be the College Station, the one located in College Station. We are pursuing the second one, the R2, and I think that was a great vision by our leadership, because we are in many programs really deserving already of that designation. What I can mention that in the Sanchez School of Business, our researchers, our professors are top-notch. We can compare with several R1 universities already, even though we don't have that designation. And also, that designation is university-wide, so I will feel comfortable only commenting about the Sanchez School of Business. Mm-hmm. And I think that because we have a doctoral program, we spend a lot of money on research, rightfully so for the benefit of society, and also deliver on that part. So we're confident that we can be a team player for the university to that end.
That's wonderful. That's great. And speaking of the doctoral program, what exactly is the PhD for in your program?
So right now, our PhD is, the pillar is international business. So all of our students have to have a component in international business. And then a concentration, main concentration, either in finance or management. And our placements have been much better than anyone has been expecting. Last year, I believe we placed someone at the University of Maine. We have someone at Texas State, universities that are much larger than us. Mm-hmm. And that speaks, again, to the quality of our researchers, of our professors. Not only the quality, because as you know, sometimes people can have the talent and the quality and not so much the willingness to do things. Yeah. And in this case, our faculty are really yes. committed to do that.
Yes. And what about your enrollment? Where is your enrollment right now for the School of Business courses?
Well, overall, in the doctoral program or overall?
No, overall.
Overall, close to 1,800 students.
Okay. Is that capacity, or do you still have room for?
We have room. We are making sure that we deliver good quality. So from that standpoint, our growth is measured, but we would love to have more students, certainly.
I know there's always opportunity. And once again, through the school, I'm sure there's opportunities, and this is more of, I guess, the counselors to answer, but I'm sure you also prepare them for, I guess, all types of courses. Is there still a strong component here with online, or do you feel that the in-person is better?
Well, the way I would like to answer this question is as follows. Again, we have a mandate to our learners to deliver knowledge. And so oftentimes, because we don't live in a perfect world, so it's either the choice is whether to get the education using a certain vehicle, let's put it that way, or not having that at all. We have come a long way from the earlier days online. In fact, TAMIU has invested quite a bit of money in technology. Mm-hmm. In the normal learning management systems, such as Blackboard, we have that. But not only that, I think that the real commitment, Gabriel, is with our QM standard, Quality Matters standard, because we are probably at the pioneers there. I have worked in several institutions. Here, the office by Pat Abrego and Carlos Vallarta, they do a fantastic job. Now, if we were not certified, I will still be very confident about the quality. Mm-hmm. Doing the QM is probably something that also helps us across the United States and the world, because now we can say it's not that we're saying that we're good, but we have the actual accreditation or certificate that we're following certain quality protocols, and then we're updating and we're guaranteeing to the students that we're always following the up-to-date pedagogical structures and protocols. So that is something that will mitigate the proverbial disengagement of an online class. I think we're doing a great job. That's a university, really. I need to credit the university, because it's not this is not only for the School of Business. This is university-wide. We do adhere to what the university is letting us know that we need to do, and also kudos to our professors who have done a great job following that.
No, I think
heeding that advice.
That is very good. I guess the debate has always been, quite frankly, in the business world, and I don't know if you heard recently when Jamie Dimons, the JP Morgan CEO, mentioned the fact that he wanted to bring everyone back to work, and it raised kind of a controversy from everyone, because they didn't want to go back to work in person. But I know that, there's back to your quality matters point. There is something to be said for doing things in person. I think that it makes a big difference. I know personally, I probably wouldn't have made it through college had I had to do online, because I have to be like this.
And
I have to be learning from
to that point also, Gabriel, I think we are trying the hybrid model, where we give students flexibility of a meeting online and another meeting face-to-face, so that then things... And I know several financial institutions follow that model. Oftentimes, they give that ability to their working professionals to work from home on Fridays, especially. But they do work. I know that, because I have a family member. Well, my son works in a financial institution, and I know that he's from 8 to 8 or 9
really working.
So they really do work.
It depends on the work ethic, I guess, on the people too, who you're hiring, but that's a good idea. With that said, it's been a pleasure having you on the show today, and it's been a pleasure. I think there's a lot more to talk about, because in business, there's always more to talk about. But Thank you so much, and if any of you want to learn more about what's going on in TAMU, I'm sure you invite everyone to go visit the school. I know they're always open to having people over, but I thank you for being part of the show, and I thank you, the audience, for joining us today, and I hope you will continue to watch us and share with your friends that we are here to offer every information we can, any information we can, to promote business in Laredo and to make our community go from good to great. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.